Hi everyone, it's Terri-lee from Let's Get Organised here. The blog and the Instagram page will be linked below. This is just a very quick video, so I apologise for the lighting. It's very late. I don't have special lighting, but I have finished cutting my mambi planner and like my happy planner to put in my Filofax, and I wanted to show you how I do the cutting just very quickly for anyone who's a bit scared to cut up their happy planner and put it in their Filofax or Kikki K. This is the easiest way to do it, I have found, after practicing with the months that were no good to me. So I'm going to use July of this year, which I don't need, to show you what I've done the easiest way, without stressing out about how am I going to lose things or whatever. I don't do measurements. Measurements drive me up the wall. I just do like a pattern, so I'll show you. So the first thing you do is you remove 1 month. Do not do more than 1 month at a time or you'll have a lot of trouble cutting. Okay, so pull it out just the way you would normally. Just yank it out. So this is your month. Don't mess with it. Only do exactly as I say and it will work out well. First, you want to take off this part here, obviously. All you do for that is you turn it over so that it is in your cutter the right way. Okay, now this one is a paper guillotine. I'm aware not everybody has one of these, but you can use one of those where you place it on and it works exactly the same for a, what do you call this? For a month's worth, no more. Okay. So chop this part off first. Okay, so I've done that. Now, as you can see, I cut too close and it was so close that they came off like this. You don't really want that. You want it to come off all in one piece. So I just chopped off a tiny little bit more. So if that happens, just chop off a teensy tiny bit more. But you just want the whole bit to come off together, and then you know you've gone close enough but not too close. And then see, you've got all your numbers still there. And the best part is that it's very, very close to your monthly line. So anyway, that chop there is the best chop for that side. Anyway, flip it back over. So all you've done so far is you've turned it this way, chopped off those little holes, and you've turned it back around. The next thing you want to do is open up like you're reading, okay, but then place that first page at the very back. The reason you open it up first is because you want the tab facing out this way, or it will interfere with the next cut. And the next cut is, well, one of the other cuts. Another cut is, this next cut is the bottom. And the way that we cut the bottom of the whole month is by going by the monthly spread line, bottom line. That is the way you will be able to keep your month, and you only really lose your quotes. And even then, I find some of them are still there. The rest is just sort of half cut off. The quotes are not important to me. The month is. If it's the other way around for you, you could probably make it shorter and that would be no problem, or whatever. This is the best way. So, okay. So we're cutting here. So you got yourself a nicely cut, just on the line thingy. So the next thing you want to do then is, so that's what it's looking like at the moment. You haven't done anything but put this at the back. And then what you want to do is you actually want to switch this tab over to this side. Okay, so it's still on the bottom, but you're just turning it around like that at the back. And then, so that you can see we're cutting this side now, you just flip this upside down, okay? And you go by the month. So this is June. You just want to chop off so that you're not losing any of the J. You chop it off according to that, okay? So I've just chopped that off. See how it's very close, but it keeps everything. You don't lose anything at all on this side. As you can see, you've still got a bit of space on your weekly pages, and it also cuts off that tab for you because you don't want the tab, because it does overhang with the tab, okay? And then the next step is turn this back the right way around, because remember you put it upside down, okay? And then get your front page and bring it back. It'll be the right way facing now. Okay, so you've got it exactly how you had it when you started, okay, before you do the last chop. turn it upside down again. So you're looking at the last page of the month. And then all you want to do is just turn that over so that you can see your numbers, because we're going to chop a line above the numbers there for the top of the pages. So that will just, you want to get as close to these numbers as you can without actually chopping them off. That's all it is. Just line it up on here so that when you cut, it'll cut there. You can see from the blade once you prepare it, and you can also, with those little ch-ch-ch ones, you just line it up to the bit where it cuts. Okay, so we're losing all this white and we're just having the numbers at the top. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done that, and you can see it's just, so you're not chopped off the numbers, you've just chopped, you know, and that means you don't lose your month or your year either. I've been a bit sloppy with this because I don't need it. So I've cut it pretty rough because I don't need, this is just, you know, see, I've actually chopped off a little bit of the wording there, but you know, if you line it up carefully and you do it properly, it's fine, it's perfect. I'm just doing it really quickly to show you. And that's it, that's what you get. So let me just quickly go over exactly the positioning of everything again. You start off, hang on a sec. Once you get into the swing of it, you'll be able to do it pretty quickly. So you start off with it like this. You have a tab sticking out this way, and the first cut has you open it so that the tab's sticking out that way and placing it at the bottom. Then you will cut, so this is assuming you've already cut off these bits. So you remember, you just flip it upside down and cut those bits. Then you do what I just showed you by putting the front page of the back with the tab sticking out that way. That's how you then do the bottom, and you cut along the calendar line. Okay, so then once you've done that and you've cut along the bottom calendar line, you then take your bottom page, keep it at the bottom, but just flip it over so the tab can be cut off for the next cut, because we're cutting the side. And the way that you cut the side without losing too much, remember, is to just flip this first page upside down so that you can see where your month starts. Then, like the month name, then you cut a line so that you just don't lose this. That's for that whole side. Okay, so that's that flip. Then the next flip is putting it back in place and then bringing your front page back over. So it's on the front page. Then the last cut, it's all back to the way it was, exactly how when you pulled it out of the planner it should be. You flip it over to the back again, and this time you simply take this page here and turn it around so that we can see these numbers, because then the last cut is just cutting the numbers, okay, at the top. Then when you've done that, you turn this back around again. Don't forget to do that, otherwise you'll hole punch the wrong side. And then your month is exactly as it was when you started. Make sure you just double check every month. It opens up like that, it opens up well. And you know, all the dates are in order. And then that's at the back. Then you know you've got it all right. And then you're ready to place a normal insert, like a Filofax one or a Kikki K one or a normal A5 one, over the top and line it up so that, you know, see, as you can see, the inserts are bigger. I'll show you in my planner that they're bigger. They're better as well. But yeah, you just place it so that there's equal amount at the top and bottom. You draw your little circles in, and then you hole punch with either a 6-ring punch or a 1-hole punch. This is a 1-hole punch. This is what I use. It takes longer, but it's cheap. You just drip, drip, you know, once you've drawn the lines. Now, when you do that, so you draw the lines, well, you don't even have to draw the lines. You can just hole punch off of that. No, you do. You have to, just one of these pages, you have to make sure you draw the lines, hole punch, and then use that as a template, not that. And you'll have it all even, because you need a template the same size as the rest of your pages, ideally. So you use that to make a template to use on the rest of them. So you don't have to keep drawing, you just reuse the same holes. Anyway, when you do that, if you've got a single punch, you have to punch the cardstock first page separate, and then the rest of the month you can punch together if you've got a tough hand like me. If you don't have a tough hand, you might want to do half at a time because it's quite, you know. If you get a 6-ring punch, you could probably do it all at the same time. But if you've only got a 1-ring punch, you'll have to do this bit first and then the rest of the month all together. Right, so that's how you cut that. And I will show you in a minute my planner, and I'll show you right now, just here. So all you lose doing this is, as you can see, the cut on the month to view, the cut on the month to view is very, very close. It's perfect, the boxes are all there, but when you hole punch, you're going to hole punch into your month. I know that's not ideal, but it seems to be the best, was the best way to cut still. It doesn't bother me because what I use my month to view for doesn't really matter that I've got some holes there. I would be much more upset if the holes were quite cutting into the week to view. Now, as you can see, you've got plenty of space here. Your holes are still going to cut into this, into these 2 days here, but only half a hole, and it's not a huge deal. It really, you've still got plenty of room. Remembering these pages are so much bigger, you've still got plenty of room, and you're not going to be able to avoid that no matter how you cut them. So just keep that in mind. So this is the easiest way to cut them. Then at the top, you don't lose anything at all. At the bottom, you still get your little patterns. Some of your quotes stay, as you can see, but some of your quotes go because they are not all in line, believe it or not. Can't find one that's not on this month, but on other months you will lose some of your quotes, or at least a snippet of them. And then of course you don't lose anything on this side at all, just white. And a bit of your notes on the other side, but barely anything. So yeah, you don't lose much. So that is the easiest way to cut your happy planner without freaking out and still having all the important bits there. It goes bigger into your planner, into your Filofax or Kikki K. The pages are definitely bigger than these, but they do go in with no overhang, top, bottom or side. They're just nice. And I'm absolutely loving it already. So I'm just going to quickly go and quietly show you, like flip through my planner to show you what it looks like in there. I'm not going to say anything when I'm in there because my son's asleep in there, my baby. I'll just show you and then I'll end the video. So thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. If I've missed anything or I've confused you, just leave a comment or send me an email through my blog, and I will see you next time. Bye.